Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Vero News Rewind. I'm your host, Debbie Carson, online editor for VeroNews.com. Let's get started with a look at this week's news. Parents and students gathered Thursday evening at Treasure Coast Elementary School to discuss a proposal to rezone more than 300 students from their current middle schools to Storm Grove Middle. Approximately 70 parents and students turned out to the meeting and voiced their concerns over the proposed plan. Many of the families live in the southern half of Vero Lake Estates and objected to the switch to Storm Grove Middle, citing concerns about the curriculum, student adjustment, and the distance. A second community meeting is planned at Glendale Elementary on February 17th, and the school board expects to hold a public hearing and take a vote on March 22nd. The 100-year-old Fellsmere Church of God in Christ is getting some much-needed love and attention as the community steps forward to help replace the floor, the carpet, and the ceiling. This week, a pair of carpet installers laid new carpet over the recently rebuilt floor. Church members said that prior to the floor being replaced, it was only the carpet that kept parishioners from falling to the ground below. Volunteers from Fellsmere Community Bible Baptist stepped forward and offered financial and other assistance. In other news, 3 members of the Vero Beach City Council voted this week that the public needs better legal representation than City Attorney Charles Bartuniak has provided the city in recent years. The attorney is expected to respond to the council within 10 days and could seek a public hearing prior to dismissal. And also this week, a half dozen businesses and their representatives sat down with County Commissioner Bob Solari to discuss issues they feel are important. One such issue is the lack of cable and internet service to North County, particularly on the north side of Sebastian. The commissioner has recommended they put their concerns in writing and send them to his fellow board members. 8 high school football players have signed on to play college ball at various universities. Vero Beach High held a signing day this week. Offensive lineman Marcus Jackson signed with University of Tennessee. Safety Larry Franklin signed with Vanderbilt, and defensive linemen Cody Horseman and Lars Coate signed with Florida International University, and defensive lineman Josh Rice signed with Florida Institute of Technology. At Sebastian River, there's only been one signing so far, that of wide receiver Stephen Clark, who signed with FAU. St. Edward's players quarterback Collier Proctor signed to play at Middlebury College, and offensive and defensive lineman Christian Rose will play at Franklin and Marshall. From the final showings of Guys and Dolls and Jacques Brel is Alive and Well, to a motorsports show at the fairgrounds and a craft show in Sebastian, there's plenty happening this weekend to keep you busy. This evening, downtown Vero Beach will come alive with its 3D District Gallery Stroll at shops and galleries on and around 14th Avenue, and the Atlantic Bluegrass Band will perform at the North County Library Coffee House from 7 to 9 p.m. An open mic for poetry readings will be offered between sets. Today and tomorrow, the Sunbonnet Sioux Quilters Guild will host days of documentation of quilts from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Heritage Center. Throughout the weekend, the Laughing Dog Gallery will host a trunk show to benefit the Humane Society, and Riverside Children's Theater will present Seussical Jr. in the Ann Morton Theater. Community Church of Vero Beach will host its 3rd annual Tee It Up for Teens Community Cup golf tournament at the Sandridge Golf Course to benefit the Youth Ministry summer mission trip to New Orleans. The Indian River County Chamber of Commerce Rides Extravaganza, a family-oriented motorsports and collectors event, will be held at the Indian River County Fairgrounds, and a Valentine-themed craft show hosted by the Craft Club of Sebastian can be found at Riverview Park in Sebastian. Also on Saturday, Christ Church Vero Beach will present a healing mission by the chapter of the Order of St. Luke with guest speaker Andy Taylor, and the Treasure Coast Jazz Society will host Jazz at Noon at the Vero Beach Yacht Club. Sebastian veterinarian and pet cookbook author Amy Cusino will discuss the healthful benefits of cooking for your pet at the Humane Society, and historian Douglas Brinkley will speak at the Emerson Center Celebrated Speakers Series event. Grandparents and grandkids can participate in the Valentine's Formal Dance by the Senior Resource Association and Indian River County Recreation Department at the Schumann Hall Senior Center. Saturday's events continue with an affair to remember, In the Mood at Copacabana, to benefit the American Red Cross North Treasure Coast chapter at the Vero Beach Country Club. And St. Edward's will host Unravel the Ribbon fashion show at the Wax Lax Auditorium to benefit special equestrians of the Treasure Coast. And the Indian River Symphonic Association presents the German State Philharmonic. On Saturday and Sunday, Riverside Park in Vero Beach will be the site of the 10th anniversary of Garden Fest. And Sunday wraps up the weekend with Art in the Park at Helmiston Park in Vero Beach, put on by the Vero Beach Art Club. Also Sunday, Tiger Lily Gallery will hold its Fearless Creating Workshop with Shotzi LaJoy and Julia Carter, and the Humane Society's Vero Beach and Sebastian Thrift Shops will hold their special Super Bowl sales from noon to 4 p.m., with all proceeds helping the animals of Indian River County. As always, for more information about these and other events, be sure to check out our community calendar. Well, that's it for us this week. We're always on the lookout for possible articles, so be sure to send us your news by emailing newstips@veronews.com. Follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. Until next time, take care.